Hello, my name is Patrick Trainer, and I'm here to talk about ISO 9000. We are the Straight Arrow team. My teammates are Lauren Riley, Stephen Fickick, Mitchell Schaffer, and Carrie Silvercrop. So first, we're going to start with what is ISO 9000, and it is a set of international standards on quality management and quality assurance. It is developed to help companies effectively document the quality system elements to be implemented and maintain an efficient quality system for each industry, as well as all industries differ in some way. What can ISO 9000 do, you may ask yourselves? It can help a company satisfy its customers, meet regulatory requirements, and achieve continual improvement. ISO 9000 applies to any organization, regardless of size or industry. Implemented by more than 1 million organizations in over 107 countries, it is used worldwide. It includes ISO 9000 2005, ISO 9000 2008, and ISO 9004 2009. The organization that oversees ISO 9000. The U.S. representative is the American National Standards Institute, also known as ANSI. It's a private standards organization, but also U.S. trade associations are involved. ISO 9000, here's a brief background. It was first published in 1987 and was based off the BS 5750 series, but that stemmed from 20 years prior from the U.S. Department of Defense, MIL Q9858 standard. It has been adopted globally. As we said earlier, it's used in over 170 countries and it is currently at 1,111,698 systems worldwide. That is doubled from 2000. The leading countries are China, Italy, and the Russian Federation for 2010. It has 4 versions that have been put out already: the 1987 version, the 1994 version, the 2000 version, and the 2008 version. The 5th version is going to be published in Q4 of 2015. What is the purpose of the ISO 9000 series? The purpose of the ISO 9000 series is to help organizations meet all customer needs and expectations and to comply with all regulatory and statutory requirements. The ISO 9000 series also sets quality management requirements in different sections of the business. The purpose of the ISO 9001 is to help organizations achieve goals and objectives related to meeting customer needs and wants and to comply with all relevant regulatory and statutory requirements. ISO 9002 was created in 1987 with the purpose of assuring quality in the production, installation, and servicing of products. However, this did not cover the creation of new products. ISO 9003 was created in 1987 with the purpose of assuring quality in the final inspection and testing of new products without concern for how the product was made. The purpose of ISO 9004 is to help organizations achieve sustained success by using a quality management approach. Basics: how it works. ISO 9000 is put together as a collection of guidelines to allow companies to integrate, maintain, and improve a quality management system. ISO 9000 is a process-oriented approach that examines the entire company at once. These guidelines don't act as an absolute set of rules, but instead allows for flexibility for a wider use of application. So to register or certify, once these guidelines are implemented, audits can be done to test the effectiveness of your quality management. Certification is a necessary requirement that also serves as a useful tool to add credibility to your firm. ISO itself does not certify companies. This is instead done by external certification bodies. The methods of certification include: first, internal party audits, which is required for ISO 9000. However, it is not considered impartial. And second and third, consumer parties audits then become relevant. When selecting a certification body, make sure they use relevant CASCO ISO committee standards. Check if it is accredited, of course. Once this company and the requirements of the standard are met, the company is certified and may carry a seal. When labeling, don't use ISO certified or ISO certification. Do use ISO 9000 2008 certified or ISO 9001 2008 certification. The 7 management principles of ISO 9001 is firstly to focus on customers and interested parties. To achieve sustained success, organizations must focus on customers and interested parties. Organizations can achieve this by focusing and understanding current and future requirements and exceeding customer expectations. 2 is to provide leadership for your organization. In order to enhance corporate performance, they must ensure suitable leadership at all levels. To provide unity of purpose, create an environment that encourages people to pursue common direction and achieve a common set of objectives. By establishing a common purpose, leaders can ensure that all strategies, policies, processes, and resources are aligned for achieving a set of objectives. 3. Engage and involve your people. To enhance corporate performance, organizations must be able to create and deliver value. They must have competent individuals able to enhance knowledge and skills. Must empower individuals, getting their involvement and getting them engaged. 4. Use a process approach. Process approach is a management strategy. Managers that use this process, they manage and control their processes. The interactions between processes and the inputs and outputs that tie these processes together. They manage these interactions as a system. When applied to quality management, their processes and process interactions as a coherent quality management system. 5. Encouraging improvement. Organizations must encourage and support improvement to maintain current levels of performance. To respond to changing conditions, identify, create, and exploit new opportunities. Organizations must establish ongoing focus on improvements. 6. Use evidence to make decisions. Decision-making is evidence-based whenever multiple types of input are gathered from multiple sources, when facts are identified, whenever data is analyzed objectively, whenever cause and effect relationships are examined, and whenever potential unintended consequences are considered. Manage your corporate relationships. Organizations must manage their relationships with suppliers, partners, and other interested parties. Relationships must be carefully managed because suppliers, partners, and other interested parties can influence performance and undermine corporate success. So now we're going to move on to the process-based quality management system. A process-based quality management system uses a process approach to manage and to control how its quality policy is implemented and how its quality objectives are achieved. A process-based QMS is a network of interrelated system and interconnected processes. Each process uses resources to transform inputs into outputs. Since the output of one process becomes the input of another process, processes interact and are interrelated by means of such input-output relationships. These process interactions create a single integrated process-based QMS. Examples of processes: design processes, review processes, delivery processes, training processes, planning processes, assembly processes, accounting processes, traceability processes, distribution processes, maintenance process, and management process. Identify each number of only subsection listed under 4-10. So 4 is context. Understand your organization and its unique context is 4.1. 4.2, clarify the needs and expectations of interested parties. 4.3, define the scope of your quality management system. 4.4, establish a QMS that complies with this standard. 5, leadership. 5.1, provide leadership by focusing on quality and customers. 5.2, provide leadership by establishing a suitable quality policy. 5.3, provide a leadership by defining roles and responsibilities. 6 is planning. 6.1, define actions to manage risks and address opportunities. 6.2, set quality objectives and develop plans to achieve them. 6.3, control changes to your quality management system. 7, support. 7.1, support your QMS by providing the necessary resources. 7.2, support your QMS by ensuring that people are competent. 7.3, support your QMS by explaining how people can help. 7.4, support your QMS by managing your communications. 7.5, support your QMS by controlling documented information. 8 is operations. 8.1, develop, implement and control your operational processes. 8.2. Clarify how product and service requirements will be managed. 8.3. Establish a process to design and develop products and services. 8.4. Monitor and control externally provided products and services. 8.5. Manage and control production and service provision activities. 8.6. Implement arrangements to control product and service release. 8.7. Control non-conforming process outputs, products, and services. 9. Evaluation. 9.1. Monitor, measure, analyze, and evaluate your QMS performance. 9.2. Use internal audits to examine conformance and performance. 9.3. Review the suitability, adequacy, and effectiveness of your QMS. 10 is improvement. 10.1. Determine improvement opportunities and make improvements. 10.2. Control nonconformities and take appropriate corrective action. 10.3. Enhance the suitability, adequacy, and effectiveness of your QMS. This is going on to 8.3 and expanding 8.3 out to its next level. 8.3 is establish a process to design and develop products and services. 8.31 is to create a design and development process when necessary. 8.32 is to plan product and service design and development activities. 8.33 is to determine product and service design and development inputs. 8.34 specifically how the design and development process will be controlled. 8.35 clarify how the design and development outputs will be produced. 8.36 review and control all design and developmental changes. There are some criticisms about ISO 9000. Here are some of the early ones. The overemphasis on regulations doesn't actually encourage quality improvement by creating a pursuit of quality certificates as opposed to a pursuit of quality. By focusing on inspections and audits, it created an emphasis on conforming to specifications and removes overall creativity. The 1994 version specifically seemed to focus more on requirements than actual quality. Overall requirement. Many organizations require ISO certification, so the motivation is not for long-term quality improvement, but for survival of their business. This makes it unfriendly for small business who wants to participate mainly because they're forced. There are additional criticisms as well. Employee involvement. With a focus on meeting requirements, employees can feel like they're given less control or participation in decision-making, causing a decrease in motivation. Complexity. Due to the demanding and complex procedures, many companies unsuccessfully implement ISO 9000. Managers underestimate the amount of time and commitment it takes. While this is partially a company's own fault, a standard as large as ISO 9000 doesn't necessarily create the reward and benefits it should. Improvements and changes. The roles that top the management were required to take increased after the 1994 version. Need to set direction and goals. Focused more on the process management and improving the tasks in developing a product rather than the final product itself. Developed the 8 quality management principles that later got revised into 7 principles. To further emphasize process management, the 2000 version organized the 4 primary processes with the quality management system. And here are our sources. Thank you for listening. My name is Patrick, and have a wonderful day.